so she wants to go home after Alice gets her wish. Once Alan and Alice are gone, Jane goes to Susie's room, opening it with the key that came with the balloon. After looking around for a while, she sees Susie through the window entering the old barn and decides to follow her. In the old barn, Jane finds their old sheet fort, which has a box with various objects including Susie's asthma medicine, a Swiss knife, and a little key Jane takes with her. Suddenly, Susie appears to tell Jane she shouldn't be there, she should be hiding because the monster is coming. Then, Susie guides Jane inside the fort and tells her to run. Jane does so until she moves the sheets aside and finds herself in the middle of the field. On the ground, there's an open box with an old shaver. Meanwhile, Alice tells Alan of some weird dreams she's had. An old lady told her Jane may hurt her, but Alice doesn't believe it because she knows the real danger is the monster in the bedroom. A few hours later, the family begins packing their things, unaware that Liam is watching from afar. Jane can't stop looking at the old picture only to be interrupted when she hears Alice running toward the old barn. When she follows her there, Jane finds out it's actually Susie, who tells her they can't let her leave. Suddenly, the real Alice appears behind her, and Jane's so anxious and scared that she unconsciously puts her hands around Alice. Fortunately, Alan shows up before she can do anything stupid, and while Alice runs back to the house, Alan begins yelling at Jane for hurting their daughter as they follow her out. To their surprise, they find the Swiss knife from the barn stuck in one of the car wheels, which is now flat. Jane swears she didn't do it, and their argument is interrupted when Alice suddenly begins yelling inside the house, asking for help. When her parents reach her, she explains she had been chased by a man that she calls the monster under the bed, then she begins to have an asthma attack. This is the first time it happens, but Jane recognizes it because Susie used to go through the same. Alan picks Alice up and rushes downstairs, only to find the front door locked. Jane remembers Susie's words and steps back, which instantly opens the door because the ghosts only want her to stay. While Alan asks a passing car for help to take Alice to the hospital, Jane explores the house looking for answers, and finds a little piece of paper saying "Tag, you are it." As soon as Jane accepts to play, Susie shows up and